Hello, if you are still there, I am trying to fix this. I hope this is helping. I had to end up rebooting my computer. There we go. Okay. I'm back. Hello. Is it better? Does it look better? Am I lagging still? Oh, my Lord have mercy. What was going on with that? I have never had that kind of lag issue. That is so crazy. Am I still lagging or is it better? Talk to me, people. Grabby, are you screwing me? Or was I auto hosting somebody else? Because I know Drew is streaming right now, and I think I have her set to auto host as well, so you might have seen her. Oh, that was so weird. I do not even know what happened right there. That was just like, wow. What's up, Draco Stan? How you doing, brother? Be testing FTU strategy on the PTS. Yep. I am actually thinking about hopping over to the PTS myself. Oh, the one, yeah, I did. I think I have too many adjusters on it because it actually did okay. I could definitely see where it could use a little bit more tweaking, but yeah, it actually did okay. It's going to perform a lot differently. Yeah, well, it was still running okay. I mean, I only had half a load in it though. I don't think I'll be able to do like I do now, where I overload it with like 75 kilotons. Yeah, it's going to be a hard cap on the weight because as it is now, it's. I think I had about 20 kilotons of cargo in it, and it was turning, but it was slow, but it still turned. It wasn't like it was like impossible to do anything with it. It definitely felt like it was a big ship for sure. That was. I don't think we're going to be seeing the whole L cores that fly like an S core anymore. You know. That is definitely a thing of the past. It was turning, so I don't know what to say. It was turning. What's up? I ain't got one up yet. I only got 8 people in stream. And I just started. Ah. Hey, Ancient. What's up, bud?
What's going on?
Oh, not much. Just trying to get going tonight, I guess. You having a good night, bud?
Yeah, I guess so. Just starting for me. I'm on the West Coast, so.
Ah, gotcha.
Oh, shit. No, I guess it's later than I thought.
Really?
I didn't realize it was 7:30 already.
No, that's not Chig, it's Ancient. Chig was in here the other night. When we were playing World of Warships. What is this? This could be very likely a lift designed for, I don't know, maybe it's space stations. I'm thinking it might be space stations. They are not here tonight. I do not know where everybody is. Maybe they're mad at me because I played World of Warships 2 nights in a row. I don't know. Did I cheat on DU?
Or.
At least, hey, at least I wasn't playing another space simulator. Or space game. Right? I mean, I could have been playing another space game.
Could have been playing Star Citizen, but I mean, that wouldn't be cheating. That would be okay.
That would be okay?
Yes. Sorry, I'm an SC fan.
I actually play AC myself sometimes. Right now, I'm waiting on the next major patch before I try to get into it again, you know?
Yeah, the 317's in the PTU right now, but still got a lot of bugs. It popped up a lot of issues when they started it.
Really? That bad?
Well, I mean, they're working through it, but it's just a lot more came with this one than others, but they are implicating new systems for the first time. Kind of expected.
Yeah, I guess that would kind of make sense, huh? You're out and about? Ah, okay. But yeah, I wonder if they thought I was cheating, like permanently gone from the game or something. You know. Oh my God, I give up because I don't want to. You know, no, I'm still here. I'm too stubborn.
They haven't confirmed a wipe yet, have they? Okay.
I honestly don't know if I'd be would be gone or not if they confirmed a wipe. Part of me would be okay with it. You know? I guess it depends on why. You know, if they did decide there was going to be a wipe, the why would be a big part for me. You know? What you think?
Yeah, so I'm not saying anything bad about DU in this sense, but there is not a lot of people playing it right now.
No, there's not.
Um,
Because of the wipe thing.
yeah, so I mean, if everybody looks at the wipe as a bad thing, it's going to kill the player count even more, and that's kind of not a good scenario. However, even without the whole wipe thing, they did lose a large proportion of player base from when they first, launched into the early access beta. When schematics and a few other things happened, and me personally, I just think it was bad timing. Not saying they should have never done it, but if with the low player count, I mean, we have the ability to take over abandoned bases, right?
Yeah.
So there's not a whole lot of major ginormous orgs that are dominating the system, so why wipe it? You're trying to create equality between all players by starting over. I mean, that's my best guess of what they're going for, but I don't think it's really needed.
No, I will be in DU, wipe or not. Yeah, Grabby, I'm kind of getting to the point where I'm the same way. But like I said, it really depends on why. If they do decide to wipe, and they have not said they're going to wipe, but if they do decide they're going to wipe, and they say it's because of player fairness, I'm going to be a little bit irritated, because that means that they're wiping because somebody decided to gripe that other people have things they don't. When it comes down to it, if you're playing an online game, you're going to have to pull up your big boy pants and realize that there are always going to be people who have had the benefit of an exploit, be it intentionally or not, because it's not always intentional. There's always going to be people that have more than you do. There's always going to be people that are more driven than you. I've actually had friends that were kicked off of a private Conan server before because they were just a really well-organized, driven group, and they got on, and while everybody else was sleeping that night because they were from the Netherlands, they were Dutch, they built this massive city in like 2 nights. Yeah, I think the talents being wiped would probably be the big breaker for me, because that's the only thing I can't recover. All this crap and assets I have. Yeah, see, that's Grabby. That's what I'm thinking. Everybody keeps talking about a wipe. They have given away, like he said, prizes, warp beacons. That would be stupid. Blueprints I'm not worried about. I can rebuild every damn ship I've made here. There's not a thing I have here that I can't rebuild. But they're giving away warp beacons as prizes. They've given away all these assets as things. They've done everything they can to build up this world in a way to allow for the game's release to have this working infrastructure and this working player base with things that new players can come in and see and do on full release and be part of a community. You got the racing leagues, you got all kinds of crap going on that if they wipe, it's going to kill a lot of content for new players. Because when the game was officially launched, new players are going to come into a world that has decaying bases and ships and assets all over the place that they can, raid and clean up themselves. There'll be tons of things, a new player start system, markets that are fully established and functioning. There's an entire economy in the game right now that would not be there. They would be back to where they were day one on beta, where they had to have bots for everything, and it was exploited and screwed up. So, from a strategic and technical and practical point of view, I don't think a wipe makes sense unless it is something that there is a major change happening to the structure of the game, and for actual technical reasons, they do not have a choice but to do so. And that would be the only reason why I would be okay with it. If they were to come to us and say, look, we're wanting to do these changes in the game. These are the changes that are going to, what they're going to be. This is why they're going to be. This is how they're going to work, why they're going to benefit you. But to implement these changes, we have to do a wipe. There's no way around it. To leave the current assets in game would break the game if we did not wipe with these changes. I would be okay with that. But I hope they have the guts to come forward and say it directly. Be honest about it and be to the point. But outside of that, a wipe will do more damage to the game, to the player base, and their income than anything. If they're not going to wipe, they need to get out there and say it and get these players back. Because these players that are not playing right now are the ones that they're hoping will start paying subscriptions. You know, and if all of us alpha and beta accounts just quit the game, that's going to be a major hole in their future budget.
You know, there might be a one way the orgs and the players in the game right now can help to prevent a wipe in the fact of players having more than the new people.
I don't think that's a reason to wipe, though. That is the stupidest reason to wipe.
It would be, but they want a market, right? A dynamic, a functioning society within the game to help the mechanics of the game work the way they're supposed to, right? They want players working for players, trading, currency flowing.
Grabby said this, I will never catch up as pure bullcrap. Having people with the kind of economy, having people with that kind of money once the game has gone live, but they know they're not getting wiped and they just have bucket loads of quanta, it's only going to benefit the game if you're looking at it from any other perspective other than the fact that I'm mad they have what I don't have. These are people that are going to be automatically generating things to put on the market, creating economy. These are going to be people that are going to allow these new players to be able to buy shit for cheap. And be able to get going.
And no single player, I don't think it was ever intended for a single player in this game to be able to do what orgs have done.
No.
Nobody should have the amount of materials you or I or somebody has without a group. I mean, the only reason I have everything I have is because my entire org was here in the game.
Yeah. And the only reason why I have everything I have is because I'm stubborn as hell, to be honest. I mean, I like building things. So, it's just like, I don't like having to go shopping every time I want to get creative. That irritates me. Like, oh, I want to get creative. I gotta go shopping. But yeah, I've worked hard. I've put in the time to be able to have the parts that I have to allow me to do that.
Yeah. Well, I think if we want to help create that market, that dynamic within the game, the players that have the resources right now and this stuff need to create a system to hire new players. Get your RDMs correct. Maybe starter ships, bonuses, give them goals. So when new players get in the game, everybody's got that join us sign. We'll create a tier, a business. Pick a a goal, for your business and concentrate on that. But don't just do it, use new players as the working base, give them more content within the game to play off of.
The whole thing of Grabby solo here, but the whole thing about people wanting a wipe because some people might have a lot of crap. I'm sorry, but it's a very small percentage of players that are literally that wealthy. It doesn't matter. It's a mute point. Yeah, you may not have what they have anytime soon. I get that. But if you want what they have, you have the potential to get it. Instead of looking at them as a source of irritation that you can't have what they have, it should be more of a look at, good God, look what you can do in this game. It's an example of how far you can take it. instead of looking at it as a reason to piss and moan. I mean, that irritates me all the time. People, you know, even in real life, they do that. Oh, he's got millions of dollars, and I can't afford to pay my own bills. Well, I mean, somebody worked hard to make sure he had that millions of dollars. Either it was his parents, or his family, or it was him, or her. You know? That's always been my biggest pet peeve with gaming. Everybody just, woe is me, I don't have what they have. Well, go out and get it!
Well, and that's the other thing too, is like, how realistic do you make a game before it becomes too much like real life?
Yeah, but any game you play is always going to be that way.
Well, and people play games for accomplishment.
But I know, but you will always have people in the game that will have more than you, whether you realize it or not. Now, sometimes it might, like, there was one time I was in Eve, and I was talking to this guy, most calm, laid back guy you ever met in your life. Really, really, how would you put it? Like, he didn't boast about things. Like, nobody knew what he had. You know, he had like probably 100 damn alts, and he paid for them all in game. He did industry. He built. He specialized in building super capital parts. Not the actual super capitals, but he would mass produce the parts to build the super capitals, like super carriers, dreadnoughts, carriers. Well, not really carriers and dreadnoughts, but mainly super carriers and titans. And he showed me his wallet one day, and I just about had a damn heart attack. He's like, yeah. He said, I just pump it back into the community and just do shit, you know?
See, I quit Eve because it was too easy to make money. I just got bored after a time. Loved the game for a long time, but it just got too boring, and that's why I moved over to Star Citizen for the more hands-on combat.
Drax, DJ Slicer has a good point. They aren't changing the mechanics that got me here, though, so I don't see how a wipe would matter in the current game state. And he's right.
I don't know. At this point, I just want to work for another org. But I don't really want to grind anymore. But I'm a pretty decent builder, so I think I can...
I thought we already had something for you.
Well, yeah, if that's something you want to do, I thought we were waiting to see if there's a wipe or not.
Well, kind of, yes
and no. I would definitely be down for, like, discussing some ideas and thoughts, and, like, you know, obviously, you know, we'll build it to where it looks like it, but there's some features that probably want to be added in, like, adding in a Lua-controlled transport system to get people across and around the map. You know, building that into it somehow.
Definitely. Okay, guys, we're gonna do a 1 million quanta giveaway! Exclamation mark raffle for that. It's up in chat. Also, do not forget we have the lotto going. So if you want a ticket, that's the information on the ship. If you saw the PvP event, the ship the devs are flying, the Dreadnought, that is the Nautilus by Drax, and that's the ship that's being lotteried. One thing I always wish they would do in this game is I wish they would do a rolling like a tile reset. I've actually told them this before. I really wish they would do it to where you have so, like, let's say once a week they did a server reset where the server was down for a little bit, and during that time a scripted one that if a tile had not been touched, that there were no structures on it, it wasn't player owned, and it hadn't been interacted with for a certain amount of time, that the tile itself would reset physically, like any damage would reset to the tile. I think that would have been a solution for underground mining as well, to allow that type of mining, because there were a lot of players that enjoyed it. You know?
Who in their right mind enjoyed that?
A lot of people did, actually. It was very relaxing to some people.
I never want to see a super node again. They're gone anyway, right?
Meganodes, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, I saw some meganodes that would make a grown man cry.
Coolest one we ever found. It wasn't like the biggest thing. I mean, it was a good chunk of each one, but there's 3 of them. Just right underneath the corner of this scanner as well. Like, all we had to do was go straight down. We found it and realized that all 3 of them were touching. Alright, I gotta relearn how to input for ship HUD.
Which one are you using?
I saw this one somebody posted recently. Astco tree main Krangus.
I've never seen that one before.
I'll send the link to you.
That's interesting. I did not realize that was distorted like that.
This one is, and sorry, it's not the HUD. It's the like fuel and repair and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what I'm gonna do for the HUD yet.
I think I might have ticked off I guess you would call him a customer yesterday.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, he was very adamant that he wanted my my script for the little thing, the little elevator things like this.
Yeah.
And I told him it's not ready. It still has a lot of issues, and I'm not releasing it until I know the script is done, because somebody else is designing it. I don't want to release a partially done script. Ooh, he got mad. He was smoking. I have never seen him get that mad because I didn't want to release something yet.
Okay, it's saying no core found, no hub found. Oh, do I have to connect the
Yes.
control board to the...
A lot of those you do.
Hell, where the fuck did I put the damn core?
I don't feel bad. I'm having the same issue. I don't know where I put my little lift. I had two of them floating around here. I don't know where I put it.
Sad thing is, it's a large core. It's pretty hard to lose.
You might be surprised. I lose that crap all the time. Oh, I know which one I can pull it off. I'm gonna pull it off this one. Anyway. Okay, so one is data bank, two is gyro, zero is core. One data, gyro. Okay, so I got that in place. I'm gonna have to take this thing up to the space station and make it work. And copy. And I still gotta add brakes to it too. Oh, we up to 14. How's everybody doing tonight? Gotcha, okay. Okay, so now let's go in here. Advanced. Case of blue configure. Perfect. Okay. Now I gotta get out of here. Let's just pick this thing up, and we gotta add brakes onto it, then get it up to the station. Can I get a link, Aru? Do you have a new elevator? Not. We are working on that right now. Honore is finishing up the script for the personal lifts like this, and then once he's done with that, he'll be working on the elevator script. I know for a fact that the actual elevator script is going to be completely open. Everybody will be able to use it, and he's going to work on the elevator script as donations. So if you want to donate to him, he is working on that. Yeah, open source. He's just basically going to work on donations. Anybody wants to hook him up, great, you can hook him up, but it's going to be open source. Yeah. Oh, he had one of the little ones. Yeah, that was the personal lift. Yeah, that's one of my designs with Honore's script on it. I will let him know you're interested. But yeah, all the scripts he's doing, I've already told him, you know, I'm more than happy for him to, even the ones that are being used on my ships, I'm happy that he's making them open source. I don't like, you know, I don't mind that people like to lock their scripts down, but I feel like there's too much missing in the game right now to be doing that too heavily. Yeah, that's part of the reason why we're doing this. I hate saying that because it sounds bad. I'm not trying to... Oh, by the way, guys, we do have a 1 million quanta lottery going, exclamation mark right. Raffle. Yep. Okay, core is 0, gyro is... Advance. Yeah, there's a lot of people debating it right now, and that's part of the reason why I'm trying not to. And I'm trying to be positive because I do think... I do not think they're going to wipe unless they absolutely have no choice. Fjord Face, you want 1 million quanta.
Woohoo!
We got another mill up until we hit 20. I'm going to do 1 mills. When we hit 20, I'll do 2 mil. Ancient, thank you for the bits, brother. Okay, 1 is gyro, 2 is 0 is core. I'm losing my damn mind.
What up?
Hey, what up, bud?
Yeah, just got back in town.
Ah, how you doing today?
It's been a long day. Drove back from West Virginia.
Well, that sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, 10 hours. Well,
I
we
got that
left.
damn song stuck in my head.
What song?
I can't remember now. I wish I did, but I don't.
Yeah, we left yesterday at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Got out there, stayed the night, and drove back 10 hours today. But we had to pick up a car, so my day started at 6 a.m. and just getting home about an hour. It was a fun trip. What you up to tonight?
I'm working on a space lift, and I'm about to take it up to the space station to test it.
Boy.
You know, the little personal lifts?
Yeah.
WB is beautiful, but holy shit, there is nothing going on in that state. West Virginia.
Dude, we were in the mountains. Like, not like we went around the outer skirts or, you know, down the main highway. Where we had to pick this car up was in the middle of the mountains. One lane.
What car was it?
We picked up a 76 Cougar. It's ugly as fuck.
76 what?
Cougar?
Oh, Cougar. I thought you said Cooper at first.
No, 76 Cougar.
That is an ugly car. Why did you pick up a 76 Cougar?
So, my dad had one in high school. He had his 78 Special Edition Trans Am. So he had the Smoking the Bandit car for a nice weather car, but his beater was a 76 Cougar.
Uh-huh.
And he got all sentimental about it and decided he wanted another one. So...
You know what my first car was? An 85 Volvo 240 DL. Station wagon.
85 240?
Yeah, 85 Volvo 240 DL. The wagon. It was blue. It was the one that had the 4 headlights.
Oh, okay.
To this day, I still love that. I miss that car.
See, that's how my dad was with this car, and why he wanted another one.
But it was easy to work on. It was a simple car. It did what it needed to. It ran like a beast. You know?
I could see you cruising around in one of them, too.
What I really liked about it was the,
Did you have the wagon?
Yeah, I had the wagon. Actually, there was a year there I lived in that wagon.
We're gonna find Serapis car here. Let's find him.
Hold on. I'll send you a link to exactly what it was.
If I can butt in real quick, any suggestions for large spaceship ship HUD with autopilot? I don't know what's the most up to date nowadays.
I mean, me personally, just because I'm not a fan, I mean, Saga's autopilot is probably one of the most advanced autopilots in it. Me personally, I use the Arch HUD paired up with SatNav.
There you go. I sent it to you. That was her.
Are these all free ones?
Yes.
Same color too.
Yep. Man, that's what you need.
There was one time me and about, I don't know, 15 of my friends were squeezed into that car like a clown car. There were so many of us in the car that one of the girls is, she's a tiny little girl, I can't remember her name, little Asian girl. She was actually sitting facing me on my lap, wrapped around me, because there was nowhere else for her to sit. And she was so tiny that it was like, I felt like I had a 2-year-old sitting on me. I could see like around her, no problem. I was reaching around driving, like, whatever.
That sounds wrong.
It wasn't like, she was more like, I wasn't thinking like that. She was more like a little sister.
You know where my head goes.
Yeah, but yeah, no, she was like these girls were all like little sisters, you know, like they were like family to me, yeah. But yeah, she was just like oh shitting the whole time. She was scared because her back was facing the front of the car. The passenger seat in the front, there was two girls sitting in the passenger seat and another girl sitting in the floorboard, and then there was like 6 or 7 girls in the back seat and a bunch of girls in the back end of the wagon. It was literally like a damn clown car.
That's funny.
They all wanted to go to the stinking concert. It was a Linkin Park concert, and it was one of their first concerts actually in Louisiana. And I was the only one that had a car that could make it because their cars were like really beat up hoopies.
Well, at least you picked a good concert.
Yeah, I really hope I have fuel up here.
Haven't been up there, so you should.
Because I didn't put fuel in that thing. I do. 7.8 million, 7,800 and 501,000. Okay. Yeah, I have fuel.
So what were the two people you were named for those scripts?
I use ArchHUD and then SatNav. Paired up. SatNav is a little bit more complicated to set up. That is scripting done by Trog. It does tie into
Arca.
Arca, but ArchHUD's standalone is more so like your vanilla autopilot, and then SatNav just tweaks it a little
Oh, guys,
bit.
here's hoping.
Do you have a link? I'm not finding them on GitHub.
Okay.
Oh,
That's for ArchHUD.
Thank you.
And that's for SatNav.
okay, it's working. Is it not going to work with space engines? But it should work with space engines.
Now, would you recommend either one of these more for ship that's space only with an AGG?
No, not really.
Okay.
I mean, both are fairly comparable.
Do you know if they have the AGG controls built in, or will I need a separate for that?
ArchHUD uses the vanilla AGG, so Alt-G. I do have... I mean, for me, the vanilla actually works better than any Lua AGG out there.
Why is nothing working?
I mean, I have different Luas for it if you want to check them out.
I saw a few in there. I'm more just concerned about the autopilot having something that's more up to date. I don't want to go crash into a planet putting an old, Lua that was in when I was back in the game.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you set your points, like with SatNav, as long as you set your points to an actual space destination, it'll stop you within 10 kilometers of that area. So obviously make sure you set your waypoint further back, but getting
Well, it looks like
anything.
the ship works, but the HUD doesn't work. I'm going to get on our way to figure out why the HUD isn't working.
Getting anything to work in tandem with AGG. I don't think either HUD currently will do that.
Ah, it's a little irritating. I have a heretical statement. I want to electrical swap E4 2 for swap. What? S four-door Galaxy? Ah? But yeah, I've been noticing last week that the DU viewer base is kind of it's been kind of lacking. Like, I mean, it's been harder and harder. It's been because of this. I hate to say this, but they've been killing my viewer base like hardcore. All the DU streamers that are left are having a hard time keeping numbers up. I mean, you look at Angry Dad and I, we used to average, 40, 50 viewers, sometimes 60 viewers a night, especially on Saturday nights. He's got 21, I got 13. That in itself should be telling you something. I know. I'm trying to be hopeful, so let's be positive. I'm gonna send these two off. Ancient, what's your in-game name?
Ancient 42. Why?
Thank you. You just won 1,000,000 Quanta?
Oh, yay.
Thanks, bud. But yeah, I gotta figure out a different title to start streaming because right now DU is absolutely just with this whole not talking about the wipe crap. They are killing my viewer base. Like, I mean, they are just murdering it, and it's making it hard to want to continue I want to continue playing the game, but you know, it's definitely killing it. But I'm still here, still trying to be positive, still trying to figure things out and do shit, and you know. Alright, Giant's a bottle opener. You guys like my massive bottle opener? Well, that's interesting. And there's my little one. Hey, bud, I'm doing okay. How are you doing tonight? Trying to see if I can make this work. Hey, Smalls, what's up?
Not much.
Oh, we lost a Raven. How are you doing tonight, bud?
It's been a day.
Is it a bad day?
Well, we went to go pick my truck up from the service center, so we hopped in my wife's new car, her Highlander, and I proceeded to back it into the side of the garage.
Oh, joy. How does she feel
Leaving
about
the
that?
garage. Well, she was just standing in the garage door, like in the house, looking at me like she was filing that away to save it for a later point in time to hold over my head. Wasn't mad, just like, oh yeah.
You're gonna pay for this later.
Yeah. Or she does something that she's just gonna bring it up, kind of like just filed it in the back of her head, like, yep, I got this on you now.
40 years down the road, she's gonna be pissed off at you. Like, what is wrong with you today? Remember that time you backed the truck up in the wall?
And it's not too bad. Some of the plastic popped out and there's a little dent. But the sad part is it's like the dent right where it kind of angles to go flat on the wheel well.
Yeah, I can see that. That would definitely be irritating. Okay, y'all. 2 million quanta up! Exclamation mark raffle.
I miss anything exciting?
Very, very slow start to the night. Like, very slow.
By chance, check out the FTE UE.
The what?
First time user experience.
Yeah, I'm about to go up to the space station and try this, and then I'll go over there and do that. Gotta do something.
I logged in and tried it earlier today.
Yeah.
Definitely a lot better experience. The thing I didn't like about it is 2 hours into it, it still didn't prompt me. I don't know if I missed something to start my talent queue training. Nothing to tell me, hey, you need to train talents.
Ooh, good dad.
And it's kind of an important one in this game.
The hell?
And I had to log out and log back in because the first time my speeder wouldn't deploy, it said target too far, no matter what I did. But overall, still better than the first time I ever played this game and wanted to quit. I do have to say I like that displays the voxels for your static deployments.
Really?
Yeah, pretty cool. No more guessing like how's this going to look once it's deployed.
That's kind of cool. This is so irritating. I cannot get this script to work with space engines. I'm about to get Honorary to take a look at it.
What's it not doing?
Just not controlling them. And I think I'm screwing up the... Okay. Only place... All that is... Advanced, edit Lewis script. Okay, so in system. Nothing here distinguishes engines. The only place that distinguishes the engines, set engine command. Okay. That's why it's not working. I'm about to wait for him to fix it. Okay. Let's go check out the test server. I got a patch. Hold on, it's patching. We are going to go through new player startup. If you win the Quanta lottery while I'm in PTS, I will send you the Quanta when I get back to the official server, okay?
Oh, I got a level 4 cruiser now in World of Warships.
Very nice. Okay, it's almost done, guys. Yep, launching. Nope, KB, I'm hitting this raw dog. Yo, we're gonna start this up. Let's do this. If any of you are on official server, please post, say something that, hey, let people know I'm doing the new player startup on the test server. If anybody wants to see it, let people know. Get them in here. I'm gonna wait a couple minutes before I start, but yeah, let people know.
I remember like it was yesterday. The panic, the hysteria.
Ooh, let's listen to this audio.
Acceptance. Acceptance that Earth was going to be destroyed, and our only grim consolation was that there was nothing we could do to stop it. The neutron star collided, and millions of years of our history got wiped out in an instant. That's why they developed the Rebirth Project. Everyone on Earth fighting for survival, and a lottery among the fittest to see who gets to live thousands of light years away. I won, and that's why I'm here on this Ark ship. I'm a pioneer, one of millions, and our job will be to rebuild civilization in this new solar system.
No joke.
I've been frozen for the entirety of the trip.
This is insane,
and
isn't
now
it?
I'm ready to embark on my journey. Our journey.
Oh, now we know why there's a crater under the ship.
Three years later, we have a backstory.
Yep. It hasn't been 3 years, it's been 2 years. Well, 3 years for Alpha, I guess. Okay. Wait, what? You get to choose your pilot outpost?
Yeah, they have 10 of them.
That one has a lot of structure to it. You see that? All of these do. I'm kind of leaning towards this one. I like the little landing pad on the roof. Oh, this one has a nice little runway.
Yeah, that's the one I did.
The pilot one?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm thinking I'm going to do this one. What do you think?
The tripe outpost?
Yeah.
It's cool.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
Yeah, that's the one I went with.
Yeah, I'm going with that one too.
I like this part.
You get to choose a territory to get started. Oh, that's kind of nifty. Arctic requires calibration charges. This is cool. I definitely feel like I'm actually starting a new game here. Oh, that's kind of wicked. Now it shows you leaving the Ark ship, flying off to your location.
Greetings, settler. Congratulations on being chosen for the Rebirth program. Soon, you will join countless others who have also arrived here in the Helios system aboard the Novark. Like them, you will now be known as a Novian. While your lander ship prepares to descend, move your mouse to take in the full view of the breathtaking skies around you. Below us, you can see Haven. This is a protected area where you can safely begin your journey. Looking around, you will see a pilot's seat. Pilot the lander by looking straight at the seat, then press and hold the interact key. Activating final stage rocket. This is the lander from the outside. You can move the mouse to look at it from different angles. While we descend, allow me to introduce myself. I am Ophelia, the ArcShip AI. I am here to guide you through your first steps in this universe. Your lander is now entering Haven's atmosphere. On the top right of your screen is a display that indicates your altitude, the thickness of the atmosphere.
No, it's not. This is awesome.
The power of gravity. Every new Novian will start their journey on this planet. There are 20 markets here. You'll never be far from what you need.
Boy, it takes forever to land. Okay, they need to speed this up a little bit. Love it so far, but they need to speed it up a little bit. Okay, resource, you won 2 million quanta, buddy. I'll give it to you when I get back on the other server, okay? Shift plus page down. Not really doing anything. Still going down at the same rate.
The preferred mode of travel in Helios is by ship, so perfecting your piloting skills is paramount.
You're supposed to be taking in the view, looking around.
Hold the brake to slow your descent. A successful landing will be slow, soft, and safe. The alternative, not so much.
The alternative, not so much. I like that. A successful landing is slow and safe. The alternative, not so much. That is hilarious. That is funny.
Tell you one thing, it was weird looking at the map of Alioth and not seeing anything claimed.
Yeah, I bet.
Deploying territory unit.
Yeah, that almost hit me.
Congratulations, you have just landed your first ship. Press and hold the interact key to exit the pod. The force fields
I didn't
that
like
were
that
keeping
part
you
right
in the
there,
lander are
where
now
it just
deactivated,
puts your
and
territory
you are free
claim
to
wherever
disembark.
it chooses,
Exit
right in the middle of the
ship by
tile.
pressing forward. Welcome to Haven. After the long journey on the ArcShip, it must feel good to stretch your legs. The territory where you are standing belongs to you. This is where you will build your very own outpost. You can see its borders by toggling the marks. On the top right of your screen is a mini map showing your territory with your lander in the center. This parcel is about 1 kilometer wide. In the future, you will be able to claim more land, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Walk around using the movement keys. You can run by holding the shift key while moving. You can also sprint forward at greater speed by using.
Yes, it is amazing. It comes in like a Hellfire missile, but doesn't teach you how to deploy it yourself.
What's up, Corsarius?
Let's continue.
Not much. You? Checking out the
Now,
first-time user
find yourself a good
experience.
location for your outpost. The area should be relatively flat and have a spectacular view. When you
How many
find
times
a
you been through a
spot,
core?
free the
4 or 5
house.
now?
6, I think. I mostly skip over it, to be honest. I just wanted to see all the different outposts, primarily. Which I am yet to do. I haven't gotten all of them yet. But I've got a bit of a collection on my tile.
Okay.
What's your favorite so far?
With the mouse
Honestly,
wheel,
I don't know.
you have
Honestly, they're
access
all
to a
pretty
menu.
good in
Begin
different
by using
ways.
a terraforming tool to
I mean, at least
flatten
all the
the
ones that I
area
picked,
for the
which admittedly,
outpost.
I picked the ones that I like
Locate
best
the
to start with,
highlighted
so, you know.
flatten tool. Double-click the icon to
But,
equip the tool.
yeah, I'm quite enjoying all of them.
Exit the free. As the name implies, the
There is
flattening
some
tool
serious
flattens the
balance
ground.
differences between them.
Pointing your
Like the
reticle
amount of
down,
storage that you
press
have
and
available
hold
to
the mouse
you
button, and then
alters by
slowly
a factor
sweep
of
the
2,
target
depending
around
on
to
which one you
create a
pick.
flat area.
Another
Press
one with the
or
runway
raise or
only
lower
had
the
it
ground
one
to the height where you
small
activated the
container.
tool.
Yeah, I think so.
But it comes at max buffs though.
That's cool. I didn't notice that.
No, wait a minute. Maybe it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Never mind. I'm sorry.
Okay. It also
Once
comes
you have
with
flattened some terrain,
that
you
one
should
comes
see
with a
if there's
small
enough room for your
atmospheric engine
outpost.
in it, so you
Open
can
your
literally just
inventory again.
rip an engine out of your base and stick it on a ship.
Locate the
some
outpost
extra
blueprint
thrust.
in your. Notice
Right
the
off the
deploy
get-go.
tool creates a preview for you.
Oh, that is so cool.
Use the arrow keys to move around the preview.
That's one of the ones I haven't done yet.
Experiment where you think the outpost could go.
Does look cool though.
Walk around the preview. Do you have enough flat area for your outpost?
Yes, I do.
You can also rotate your
I did
preview
notice one
by
thing
holding
about the
rotate
map
key
is
and
it no longer
slowly with
tells
the
you who
mouse
the
Hold on.
tile owner is.
Hold on, guys. Can
Yeah.
you use the you could
On the
okay.
bottom of the screen,
Holding the
notice
R
that
key?
the flatten tool we were using before can be accessed using a hotkey marked on the toolbar. Press this hotkey now. Great. If you need to, flatten what might be missing. Once again, use the arrow keys and rotate to put the outpost preview where you want it.
Kinda
You
hate
can
that it tells
switch
you to use
back
the
and
flatten
forth
tool
between
first.
the flatten tool and the
I
blueprint
don't want it.
deploy tool using the hotkeys until you are satisfied. When you are ready and the outpost is well placed on flat terrain, click to deploy the blueprint. Welcome home. You have deployed your outpost. Let's go explore it. Aiming your reticle at anything you see and pressing the helper button gives you information about that item or material. Try it now. Isn't that helpful? Notice that the helper gives a lot of information about the door. The helper button is a great way to get to know how to interact with everything around you. Stepping onto an elevator and pressing. Great. Elevators can be. The highlighted element is called a resurrection node. Activate it with the interact key. You have activated the node. Being an organic creature, it is inevitable that you will die at some point. Fear not. When that happens, the resurrection node can recreate a brand new you, but you will lose all your inventory. Try not to die. It is not fun. Did I mention that you lose your
Try not to
inventory
die,
when
it
you
is not
die?
fun.
This is a mining unit. It will extract resources from the ground, which you can then sell or use to make other things. Activate the mine. With this interface you can control your mining unit. Here you can see the different resource concentrations. Press the start button to begin extracting. Great. Now the mining unit will drop ore directly into the container in your outpost every hour. Exit this menu. While you may enjoy spending time here in the privacy of your territory, this is a surrogate. The VR surrogate projects a virtual version of you into other places in the universe. The Surrogate Pod Stations tab, the one we are looking at, has all the VR stations that players have set up so you can visit their constructs. The Tutorials tab has a number of tutorials that you can take afterwards to improve yourself. Challenges are tasks you can perform for money. They are also a great way to practice your skills in a safe environment. Let's visit a VR station.
Yeah, those are surface
You can
rocks.
visit one of my museums or a player's constructs. Select anything from the list and press connect.
Yep. They don't light up unless you have the tool
Welcome
out.
to a VR session. Have a look around. Explore. As you move around, people can see your projection, but the real you is still in the VR station. When you are finished exploring, free the mouse.
Free the
Remember
mouse.
that nothing you pick up in VR
Where'd you
will
go?
stay in your inventory
The
when you
space
leave.
station.
To buy or get
Museum.
new items, you'll need to go get them in the physical world, not in VR.
Yeah, it asks you to VR as one of the steps.
Exit
Yeah,
the
I've yard
VR
one of the
circuits
UFE
key to
shops
continue.
that had a bunch of trees growing through everything.
Fun.
Finally, let's deploy your speeder so you can explore the planet. Exit your outpost. Open your inventory. Find your speeder blueprint. Once again, there is a preview of the blueprint. Make sure the box around
is
it is
so
blue,
nice.
and then click to deploy. Excellent. You have deployed your speeder. Now you need to fuel it up. Open the inventory again. Find the
Well,
Natron
I finally
fuel.
did it small.
Double-click on its icon to automatically equip the refuel tool and load it
I
with
made my
nitro.
3D damage
Locate
report.
the fuel tank on the speeder. It
Nice.
highlights when you point your reticle at it. Aim at it, and hold the left mouse button until you fill it entirely. Let's take the speeder for a spin. Target the pilot seat, then press and hold the interact key to enter. Hover controls are simple. You can turn left with the left key. Try this now. Similarly, holding the right key will hold the forward key to accelerate and let go to brake automatically. Fly around a little to get a feel for it. Experiment with turns, acceleration, and slowing the ship. Have some fun with it. When you are ready to move on, stop your speeder and free the mouse. Here again we have the list of menus on the left. This is a map of Haven. You can rotate the map by clicking and dragging it with the mouse. You can also zoom in and out with the mouse. Each of these tiles is a territory. Your own tiles are green. Tiles in red are already claimed by other Novians. At any time, you can center onto your position on the map by pressing the center icon on the top left. You can also create a waypoint anywhere on the surface of the planet. Waypoints are displayed in your HUD so that they are easy to track. To set a waypoint, simply right-click on a point on the map and select Set as Destination. Do this now. Very good. The selector area on the left allows you to list your constructs, review bookmarks, and see any available warp beacons or other points of interest. To find your own here is a list of all the constructs that you own.
Oh, so you get to
Over
keep the
time,
lander.
This list will grow. How exciting. Let's
Yeah.
finish by going back to your outpost. Press the... Now follow
some
the
good materials in
waypoint
there.
to reach...
Particularly if you partially dismantle it before you land. And there's a rocket engine in there.
What, you lose it after you land?
I have one last thing
Yeah, as
to
soon as you
show
get in the seat, it fires it
Exit
and then
your
deletes
speeder
it.
by holding the interact key. Then head to the
Really?
waypoint in your
Yep.
outpost.
But if you go into build mode before you get in the seat, you can pull the rocket fuel out of the tank, pull the rocket, and then go. That's a more gentle approach down to the planet. You don't get the fires and everything, the cool effects. But it still works, as long as
The
you don't touch
flashing
the
screen
seat.
is the outpost's objective screen.
There's probably other
Anytime
things
you are
too,
asking
but
yourself what you
if
can
you
do
mess
next,
with too much
click
stuff
on
on
this
the lander
screen to
before you
find
drop,
suggestions.
it
You are
actually
in power now.
kills the whole
You
tutorial.
decide.
Oh, check this out.
And here ends our time together.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. Some of them break the game though, so be careful. Right now, I think Decker's still working on it.
I'm sitting here harvesting. Question is where is... Oh, it's probably going to be putting it up.
And DJ Slicer, there is no ability to. They're actually DRM locked, the speeders. You can't take a BP of it.
DRM is affiliate.
Hey,
Although
yours says
it-
DRM disabled.
Huh?
Yours says DRM disabled. I could have sworn I couldn't do that.
I'm sure. Yep.
I don't know. Be careful. The last time the devs messed up with DRMs on something and you messed with it, somebody got banned.
Oh, you know what? It was the outpost I was thinking about. You can't do the outpost.
Yep. It's enabled.
Cool.
So let's see the rocks. So yeah, the rocks don't light up unless you're actually got the tool out. But yeah, Smallville, you're right. They never said shit about doing the skills.
Yeah. Or so far they haven't mentioned anything about RDMS. I mean, there's a lot of key shit that's not in there.
Like linking to a container. That'd be good.
Uh-huh.
Pellets. Probably should do mining first, huh?
Or how to craft anything.
I assume all that stuff will be in the tutorials
I'm hoping.
on the screen.
Well, I looked through that little thing that was on the screen. There was nothing about talents. I might have missed it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I know in the old first time user experience, it was like the first or the second or third thing you did.
Yeah. Although keeping
Okay.
in mind in Ophelia, they're changing it so your passive absorption rate of talents is 60 per minute instead of 6.
Okay,
So it's not quite as punishing to not have anything queued come Ophelia.
Yeah, but still, like, okay, what's your you doing with your talents? What do you mean? What do you do with your talents?
Yeah.
Let's take my fuel back here. We're going to go over to the market. That's my next objective.
Oh, you parked right next to the market. Nice.
Yeah, somehow I got a tile that was right next to the market. Like, my tile border is the market tile.
Nice.
The weird thing is,
That's the
somebody
lander there. You just sliced it.
already
Yeah.
flattened it.
Already flattened what?
The tile I claim, there's already, like, somebody went through it once.
Oh yeah. If you ask Decker for a reset in the game, he'll reset your character, but the tile stays the same. So all of your character and all your constructs disappear.
Okay.
But I guess your terrain modifications.
So
still
that
gone.
base I chose, yeah, I will not use that same one next time.
Yeah, no.
That was very disappointing. This is a much better option.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's
really
what I
like
got.
the pilot one. It's good.
I was just curious. I assumed everybody had went with that one, so I'm like, let's try this one. Maybe it's better than it looks. No.
Yeah, if you want to see a bunch, you can go down to my tile. I'm not sure how far away you are from me. I think I've got 6 of them set up.
I wonder something. I got stuck inside my ship.
Yeah, that happens. Yep. The new ones both they do that. I don't know why.
So you can
Oh,
unpack those.
Yeah, not until you get out of it.
I'm curious if they got rid of all those skills for mining in game, like the little wards you get.
Let's look. Talents.
Yeah, no, that's a good question.
Miner, mining range, advanced miner, mining optimizations, scanner upgrades, detector.
No, I'm
No, I think
talking like if you hit
the achievements.
Yeah, the
F6.
achievement. Sorry.
What
F6.
F6? Like they're all there.
Huh.
So the pilot one actually comes with extra ship parts?
Yep. A couple of adjusters, small engine, a couple of extra small engines.
I figured they would have updated achievements, since that's part of FTUE.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually. Put it in the feedback. Can you open your map? I'm curious where you are.
I am down here.
Okay, that's the
I
absolute
am
wrong side of the planet for me.
Market 17.
Yeah, I don't know what any of the landmarks are yet, but I recognize where you're on. You're on the wrong side of the planet. Almost opposite sides. Yeah, if you want to actually get out here and look inside, you can see on the shelf there, there's a couple engines, some adjusters.
Oh, that's
They haven't taken
cool.
them.
Some stabilizers, small engine, a couple ailerons.
Yep.
Multiple adjusters, 4 extra smalls, 5 smalls.
And now out on the outside on the left, like out of the building, opposite side, there's fuel tanks. There.
Oh, thanks.
Although some of them have medium Atmo fuel tanks, but no space fuel tanks. I think this is the only one that has a space fuel tank that I know of.
Yeah, this is really nice.
Right? Yeah, they put some serious effort into it, and they look good.
Okay, so point of advice, don't go with the one I did.
I wasn't paying attention. Did you actually go inside it?
Yeah.
Cool.
That was weird. I just had a brownout.